Over the years, if India have had a bogey place to tour, it was South Africa. I saw that on that first tour in '92 when we saw a South African team that we just didn't expect. It was a wow set of players coming in from there. And then as the tours went along, India started to get to know South Africa better, but the wins didn't come. You competed sometimes in the test matches, occasionally in a one day here and there, but never as a serious competitor. And now look what's happened. You could look at this tour of South Africa and say, look, it was 8-4 eventually. Someone suggested to me on Twitter that you give points for every game won, even if you give a little priority to test match wins because they played over a longer period. India still were much ahead on points. You could say that India were a better white ball team, but not as good a red ball team. You could say what you want. As far as I'm concerned, this has been a path-breaking tour of South Africa. I think India should have won the test matches, but we've reviewed that long enough. If India ever go on an overseas tour and just land up and play a first test match again, it'll blow my mind. What this has shown us is that you go there and you acclimatize and you can compete. So what stood out on this tour? I think Virat Kohli took another step up as an international batsman and captain. If there was another step still to be taken. I thought his century in the test match was excellent, but the way he dominated the limited overs leg, I think at the moment in one-day cricket, there is Virat Kohli and then there is daylight and then there is everybody else. Simply because of his great composure, his ability, whether batting first or in run chases, and he just finishes games. But we knew that already. What was the second thing that stood out for me? And to me, it was the wrist spinners. We've talked about the fact that the middle overs were a problem for India. Now Chahal has come in, Bumrah has come in, except when the ball was wet, when their inexperience still showed through. Maybe they just looked like a little short on ideas. Those were the two games India lost. But all of a sudden, India have got two young men who are not afraid to toss the ball up and who are giving you wickets in the middle overs. The rules have changed. Maybe that's why it's getting the batsmen to attack a little more in the middle overs. But how does that matter? Those two wrist spinners were fantastic. And then there was one other. The combination of Jasprit Bumrah and Bhuvneshwar Kumar. We'd seen that first in T20, then Bumrah got into one-day cricket, and now we're seeing that combination in test match cricket as well. And all of a sudden, we've got a pace combination. Not the fastest in the world, though Bumrah can have a hard ball, but two very intelligent thinking cricketers. We've talked about that with Bumrah in the past, but I thought the really quiet rock star of this tour was Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Whether it was making those small contributions with the bat, whether it was taking the new ball right at the start of a test match, whether it was coming back to bowl the end overs, whether it was giving you a breakthrough in the white ball game, every time Virat Kohli wanted Bhuvneshwar Kumar, he was there, except on that one occasion when he didn't want Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and he'll never make that mistake again. So to me, Virat Kohli, we already knew the arrival of the wrist spinners, but I think the fact that Bhuvneshwar Kumar has emerged as the very quiet, unassuming, simple rock star. If Bhuvneshwar Kumar was a flamboyant batsman, he'd be on all the covers, on the centerfolds, he'd be on interviews, he'd be everywhere. But he's a quiet, simple achiever. I don't mind that kind of player, as you know. But to me, he was the one single big plus of this tour of South Africa. And so what this generation of cricketers has told another generation is, we were told we go to South Africa and don't win. We have shown you that you can go to South Africa and win, and this change in the mind will be the legacy of this tour.